Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK. Now, throughout the years, one question that always comes up around draft time is what if the team that had the second pick somehow lost an extra game throughout the season? The team with the first pick won an extra game and they swap places. How much would that change the course of the NFL throughout the last handful of years? Now, I'm only doing 4 years for this experiment because 5 years ago in 2016, the Rams selected Goff with the first pick and the Eagles selected Wentz with the second. But now neither of those guys are currently on those teams, so it really wouldn't make sense. But starting in 2017, when Mitchell Trubisky was taken with the first pick and Myles Garrett was taken with the second pick, we're gonna find out what would have happened if they were taken in reverse. Now, I know a lot of you guys play MUT, and sometimes you don't feel like grinding to get the best team. So if you want to just buy some training or coins or players, head on over to MUTreserve.com. Use my code CK, and not only will you be rich one day, but you'll also get 15% off your order. So now the best player on the Bears is Myles Garrett, man. They already have an amazing defense with Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson, Fuller, Roquan, Akeem Hicks. I mean, the list goes on and on. And you add a 98 overall. Now, as for the Browns, Nick Chubb becomes their best player. And you got to scroll all the way down to find their starting quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky. Where is he? Come on, man. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, and you're probably wondering where Baker is. Well, the very next year, Baker went to the Browns with the first pick. Saquon went to the Giants with the second pick. So now Saquon's in Cleveland. It's kind of tragic because now he's actually the backup behind Nick Chubb. I really don't know what to do with him. They have the best running back trio in NFL history. So at least the run game is going to be disgusting. As for the Giants, no more Saquon, but now they have a really good quarterback in Baker Mayfield. Yes, I said it. But will Baker be enough to help this team get to the playoffs and maybe even further, man? You need a quarterback, but you also need a good old line. You also need a running back. We'll see how much effect this has. Speaking of Giants, Kyler Murray is now a San Francisco 49er because in the 2019 NFL draft, he was taken first by the Cardinals and Nick Bosa was taken second by the Niners. So they swapped. And Jimmy G becomes the backup. The Niners now have somebody that can scramble along with a good running game, along with a decent receiving game. I don't know. Maybe Kyler can elevate them because, I mean, he has Kittle. It's kind of unfortunate for the Cardinals, though, because now they don't have, a really good quarterback. But Hundley might be able to get it done. I've seen him eat in simulations. Run game is going to be lit with Kenny and Drake. Of course, Nuke and Fitzgerald, Kirk, they should help out a little bit. But if that doesn't work, the fact that they have J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones, Buda Baker, Nick Bosa, Byron Murphy. I mean, their defense is disgusting. And then finally, in the most recent NFL draft, the 2020, we had Joe Burrow taken first overall by the Bengals and Chase Young taken second overall by the football team. But now they swap teams as well. We're going to take the hidden off and just give them the X factor because why wait? Now, it looks like the right end position for the football team is looking kind of bleak, but they could just slide one of them D tackles, them 87 overall higher D tackles to that side. And I think they'll be all right on the defensive line. But they fixed their quarterback issue. Joe Burrow becomes the new starter in Washington, and he's looking to take them to a division title. Let's see what happens in this alternate universe. So we have Brett Hundley leading the way for the Cardinals. Will he be good enough, man? This is week 1, first drive of the season, and it's against the disgusting Niners defense. Kyler's now their quarterback, so he's hoping his team can get a stop on the first drive of the game. 2nd and 15. His backup in real life, Brett Hundley, to the bottom of the screen. There it is, 3rd and 12. Hundley in the pocket, nice pocket presence. He's gonna dump it down, and they're gonna have to punt the ball. Here it is, Kyler Murray, still in the red and white. Just added a little bit more gold or whatever that color. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with my eyesight. Kittle getting them started, man. First down. And then here comes Kyler Murray taking off. Oh my goodness. Nick Bosa, the guy that swapped teams, tackling Kyler for a loss, and now he's in the zone. Just like that, bro. I need to find out what he has, what his X factor is. If it's that easy to activate it, man, that might be a top tier X factor. Ginormous play. Let's see if Kyler can do something. Over the middle, Kittle. That's where I would go to. Good job. These might be 2 of the best front sevens in the NFL now with J.J. Watt, Nick Bosa, Chandler. That's 3 X factors on the D-line. Who else is saying they have that? That's disgusting. I'm scared for Kyler. Oh my, now Chandler's in the zone. This is insane. You have 2 guys on the D-line in the zone, and then a guy that almost had like 23 sacks in a season. So in this situation, Kyler gets revenge on the team that passed on taking him. His Niners come away with the W. So in this game, we have Myles, who's now on the Bears, but the quarterback they actually took first overall, Mitchell Trubisky, is currently on the Browns. So we have Foles at quarterback, slinging the rock, getting them across midfield. And the team they're playing against, the Giants, currently have Baker Mayfield. So yes, there's a lot of people changing teams. But we're gonna see if the Bears offense can do just fine without Mitch at the helm. 3rd and 7. Another dot. This time Allen Robinson gets the first down. Oh, the screen. Cordarrelle Patterson out the backfield, getting a nice gain, and then some. Patterson taking it to the crib. So now the G-men are relying on Baker to carry the load, man. They're already 0-1. Can they bounce back? Both teams are actually 0-1, but it's not going to be easy. Okay, you got to deal with Myles Garrett on the defensive line, along with Khalil Mack and a nasty secondary.
Still think the Cardinals front 7,
are slightly better. They have 3 X factors. This team only has 2. But look at Myles Garrett forcing the fumble. I think he heard me talking trash. He said, y'all still think they're better? Stop it. And so far, the teams with the disgusting front 7s have won both games we've witnessed. Now the Bengals are led by Colin Kaepernick. No more Joe Burrow. Instead, they now upgraded their defense with Chase Young. Offense led by number 7. And he has a lot of talent to work with, man. It's not like he's coming into an offense that has nobody to throw to, but his O-line could use some work. Even though the Browns don't have Myles Garrett anymore, their defense is still pretty freaking good. 3rd and 9. Kaepernick's getting the first-hand example as to just how good their defense is. So a very crowded backfield in Cleveland with Chubb, Saquon, Kareem Hunt, and a quarterback in Trubisky, man. He's going to throw it right here. He's going to take off. Never mind. My fault. Look at this man scramble. Oh, he fumbled. You hate to see it. But that fumble didn't stop Trubisky and company from coming out with the W. Solid win versus a division rival. So the last team we have yet to see is the Washington football team with Burrow as their quarterback. Let's see how this offense operates. So Burrow definitely likes going to his tight ends. Remember, he has that superstar out there. It's scary Terry McLaurin. He's going to hand it off, though. Antonio Gibson with the first. Remember, 1 drive per team. Let's see if we can finally get another squad that can punch it into the end zone. We haven't seen one since the Bears. Burrow over the middle. It's deflected, and the football team is gonna have to punt, and Baker and the Giants come out on top in this one. Kind of surprised, to be honest with you. The Bears made it to the Super Bowl. Maybe that's what they should have done, taking Myles Garrett. It led them to the Super Bowl. Now they lost, but still. Look at the OPOY. Their quarterback Nick Foles, offensive rookie of the year, went to Joe Burrow, so he's still cooked even though he was on the football team. So during the regular season, the Bears went 13-3. Browns went 12-4 with Trubisky leading the way and Saquon in the backfield. The Niners with Kyler leading the way were 13-3. So we had 3 teams in our experiment at the top. The Bengals, however, were at the bottom at 4-12. The Giants struggled as well. They went 5-11. Cardinals went 5-11 after they lost Murray and replaced him with Bosa. And then the football team with Burrow went 7-9. Burrow actually had a really good season. Oh my goodness, Kaepernick kind of sold on the Bengals. But we're here to see how Chase Young did, and he was 2nd on the team in sacks. Kyler had a nice season for the Niners. Meanwhile, Huntley did his thing on the Cardinals, and so did Bosa. 2nd on the team in sacks behind Watt. I was expecting more touchdowns from Baker. Oh my goodness, Trubisky. That's the stat line I was expecting from Baker. Saquon didn't get too many carries, but he had 5 yards per carry, so he was doing his thing. But Foles thrived as the new starter in Chicago, but so did Myles Garrett at right end. Quick look at some of the awards, man. Josh Allen wins MVP. Trubisky squeaks in at number 9. He's the only quarterback in our experiment to be in the top 10. So we're going to end it off with a quick look at the playoff bracket. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this experiment video. Once again, shout out to whoever came through my Facebook stream and suggested it. Thank you so much, man. Please continue to do that because this was a lot of fun to do. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.